Hey guys, I don't know. I don't know how long this connection will last. As you can tell, I am on top of a mountain, and I think the only reason I'm getting a connection is because I'm on top of a mountain. I'm higher on the mountain behind my house than I've ever been. We came up here today to shoot the last scene of Bigfoot Sasquatch the movie, which is set to premiere. And I discovered something I want to share with you live if I can keep the connection. Hey, Ann Cook. Hello in Pennsylvania, Rolanda, Janie. Hello in Las Vegas, Diane. Hey, Lulu in Oklahoma. Hey, Nathan. Okay, hey, Butterfly Kiss 52 AR in South Dakota. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Under a very strange series of circumstances, I was led to the top of this mountain today after something that I can't give you too many spoilers. It's all in the movie. Something happened last night in a night hunt that led me to the top of this mountain. And I believe I've discovered a hive. It's like the entire top of this mountain I'm on, I've never been here, is a series of underground caves and tunnels. Like a beehive, but the openings are big enough for me to get into. Now I'm going to try to walk around the turn here and get to some of these openings of this hive. Guys, you're actually high atop the Blue Ridge Mountains in Central Virginia right now. I'm amazed that we're getting a signal up here. I just hope the signal lasts. You got to see this place. Yeah, get my 6 while I'm walking through this forest. Let's see. It says orientation is locked. I can't rotate my phone that way for some reason. But look at all these giant limestones behind me here. All these giant boulders with all these openings in them. Some go down. I don't have a flashlight with me. You know, I'm notorious for coming into the woods to do this crazy stuff without flashlights. I don't know how deep some of these things are. And you notice the weather around me? This was a clear, bright, sunny day when I left the homestead. I get up here and this fog moves in. It starts raining. The temperature's dropping. I'm wishing I'd brought gloves. And it wasn't calling for this. Hey, 615 Entertainment Agency. Hey, Sandy. Yeah, I'll be careful. Somebody just, sorry, I missed your name. They said they lived underground. I've had people say that on this channel before. See, look at that. There's an opening right there. Wow, Jennifer Edmondson says it snowed in Oklahoma. That's rare, isn't it? Hey, Dennis. Hey, Leanne. Hi from Milwaukee, Amy. Hey, Mick. Thanks. Hey, Tina. Whoa, I gotta pay attention. Things are getting slick out here. Keep getting my 6. I'll let you, what was that? Did anybody just see that? Hey, Big Dave in Illinois. I'm intentionally walking slow so you can see what may or may not be behind me. And I'm trying to keep the signal so that when we get to the hive around the turn here, you can see what I'm talking about. And I've got to warn you, we burn up a lot of battery life up here, and some very strange things were happening. When I was getting close to the very end of this part of this, the last scene for this movie, the phone died 3 times, even though I charged it. That fog is like right above me. It's like if I were to walk 40 yards back that way, we'd be in the fog. I don't want to do that because I don't want to get lost in the fog. Hey, Catherine, down there in Roanoke, just south of us, well, 3 hours south of us. Okay, I'm going to give you a view of down the hill. I see a dark figure down there. See if you can see it. I'm having a hard time seeing it now because of all the comments coming in. Yeah, Jersey Cracker. Hey, what's up? You saw it too. It's fast, isn't it? I have never been in this area I'm at today, right here. And I'm amazed we're getting a signal. You look, this is not fake. I'm not out in my backyard. So you know when I am, there's actually a road close by and you can see and hear cars. Look at this. We are in the top of the Blue Ridge Mountains. You know what? I left at 9:40. It's 11:25 right now. So I've walked for an hour and 40 minutes. I did about a 20-minute scene. What is that behind me? So I walked for about an hour and 20 minutes straight up this mountain. It's my 3. Who is that? Missy Smith? Thank you. Missy Smith just super chatted $5. I appreciate that, Missy. You know, I set that up because YouTube's always saying, do this, do that. That was never our intentions to try to get contributions from you folks. But when you do make them, we do appreciate it. We're not stupid. I'm not going to say, hey, I don't want money. I mean, that's what I use to pay my bills. I tried my good looks once. And as you can tell you watch these videos, that didn't get me very far. So thank you, Missy. I really do appreciate that. So far, so good. We still got a signal. We still got battery life. But when I checked the battery life just before I started filming here, I was only at like 18%. So I don't know how long that's going to last. Red Dragon says something behind a tree. Red Dragon, I think there's something behind a lot of these trees. Why do you think I went live? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten I had breakfast at 7 a.m. today. It's almost noon. I would love for nothing more than to hurry up and get off this hill and go home and eat, but I thought, hey, I got a signal out here somehow, some way. Let's do some live stuff so you guys can see what's going on out here. So I want to take my time. So if there's anything out here to see, we're going to see it. We're almost to the Hive. I've had, so what do you guys think? I mean, let me ask you. Do you guys think that potentially Bigfoot Sasquatch may live in elaborate series of caves underground? Am I being followed right now? Hey, Catitude, what's up? Wow, hey, Vivian Cummings. Between Vivian and Missy, I got lunch money for today. Thanks, I appreciate that, ladies. Whoa, it's like 20 comments just came in all at once. Spartacus 2017 says there's something back here. Constance Howard says, Kevin, please be careful. I'm being as careful as I can be. Now, listen, don't freak out if I lose a signal. I can't believe we're getting a signal right here. I mean, look at this. I'm in the middle of nowhere on top of a bunch of mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains. This fog seems to be following me, and something may be moving in that fog, like right around where the fog line is, creeping up behind us. Yeah, Butterfly Kiss 52 thinks Bigfoot Sasquatch could live anywhere. I think so too. I mean, everybody's like, oh, if you're not in the Pacific Northwest and you don't have the potential to see the potential Bigfoot Sasquatch. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. And by the way, and I talked about this in that last movie scene we made for Bigfoot Sasquatch, the movie, which comes out on Valentine's Day, next Friday. I spent 2 years living out in Washington State. I trekked through the Cascades, and you know, the only rainforest in the United States is out in that area. It's a beautiful place. I'll plug a place out there called Cape Flattery. It's the most northwestern point in the continental United States. You stand on these cliffs that overlook the Pacific Ocean, and these giant waves come in and crash in the caves that are underneath you, and they shake the ground you're on. Well, there's a big field way over there on the other mountain. Check this out. This is beautiful. I love the Blue Ridge Mountains. I love Virginia. It's so gorgeous. Gary Pacino says there's Bigfoot in Michigan. I believe it. Oh, Walterman Homestead wants to know how cold it is here this afternoon. Well, it's probably in the 50s, low 50s. Rebecca Winkler in Tennessee. Hey, Rebecca. It was 70 degrees here yesterday. Vivian Cummings, where can we watch a movie? We're going to see it right here on our channel. Catherine M. Smith, born and raised in Southwest Virginia, down there around Roanoke. Catherine, were you born in Carilion Hospital? Down there in the Star City? Okay, Rebecca says, stop and stand here. Jersey Cracker just said I'm being followed. You guys see something coming up behind me? Do a slow panoramic view. Wow, it's funny. You guys say I'm being followed. We're close to that hive. Woodruff says I've been being followed for about 3 minutes. Finn Solo recommends I try being still for a while. Okay. Mark Myers says I'm being followed. My left on the hillside. You know, guys, I'm just thinking this is opening up a whole new potential slew of opportunities for us. If I can get to the top of these Blue Ridge Mountains and I can get a signal, we can do more of these live streams. You guys can actually go Bigfoot Sasquatch hunting with me while I do it. I don't have to record all the videos and upload them and Cook over in the UK. What's up over there in England? Ruth Smith, Sasquatch wants me. Hi, Shelly Panzer. Brendan saying on my left. Yeah, hey, Catherine, but all 3 of my daughters were born in Roanoke Memorial Hospital. Oh, okay. Sorry, Catherine. I missed your first response. Catherine, I remember going down that area of Roanoke on Christmas and seeing that big star up on the hill. I guess it's called Star City, huh? Straight behind me. Ooh. I think I'm gonna move because Finn Solo says try more live Squatch hunts. I will if I can get a signal. Oh, I thought I saw something right there. Low battery, 10%. All right. Guys, it just said my battery's at 10%. We've been going for about 13 minutes. It was at 18% when we started, so I'm gonna estimate we can probably go for another 12 or 15 minutes. So we might get a total of half an hour out of this from beginning to end. I'm gonna go to the camera guys dies. I'm going to go until the camera dies, guys. Now listen, if the camera dies, if I just go off the air, don't freak out, don't call emergency services. I'm fine. And I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly how to get home. I'm just low battery because we're out here filming the movie. Yeah, I need one of those Patriot chargers. I'm like so behind with technology because I just don't care, really. Ooh, I thought I saw something down there. Check this way. Way down there. I tell you, somebody recommended I get these really neat gloves that supposedly allow you to use these smartphones with the way the material is made on the fingers. Because they notice that my... Hey, what's up, Andrea? Yeah, it's not that it's getting dark. It's just that is fog back there. It was supposed to be a clear, sunny, bright day. But I got up here at the top of this mountain to film these scenes for the ending of this movie, Bigfoot Sasquatch the movie, and strange weather event moved in. So strange, I decided to go live because I saw that we were getting a signal here. So anyway, those gloves don't work. I mean, they just don't work. You touch the phone, nothing happens. It was a gimmick. Yeah. Hey, are we back on? It looks like I just lost connection. Somebody just asked if I've ever gone back to hang out where I found the Frisbee, the nuts, and the axe. I'm above that location right now. I actually was going to that location to film the final scene of Bigfoot Sasquatch, the movie, which is going to be nearly 2 hours, full-length feature. It's going to be the Valentine's Day movie event of the year. It's being released on Valentine's Day, February 14th, next Friday. It's sure to be the Valentine's Day movie event of the year. Okay, so I got to that area and it just felt like an energy pulling me up here. So I came and I discovered this hive, which I thought I'd be to by now. I guess I walked further past it than I thought. Woodruff's saying he's seeing something up there on the ridge following me. Guys, I'd stop and stay longer, but trust me, I've got more than an hour to hike before I even get out of these woods. So I'm just going to keep moving because the temperature is continuing to drop. My fingers are getting even colder and I'm getting even hungrier. Holy crap. What's on the side of that tree? Let me get closer. It looks like a possum hanging on the side of a tree. No, it's just a knot. Hey, Butterfly Kisses, keep saying I should have brought my Swiss cake rolls. You mean Twinkies? Hey, Rebecca Winkler has 10 snapshots of where you've seen either movements or odd shapes. Those are from my videos? Yeah, it's crazy, guys. I really do appreciate you guys watching these videos so much because sometimes I miss things. It's like the video, I think like 500,000 people have watched it now in that area where the guy was talking about there about the Frisbee and stuff. I honestly was just panning around talking about how beautiful the Blue Ridge Mountains are this time of year. It was back in the fall when the leaves were all different colors. And so we published that video and all these comments started coming in saying, OMG, look at 1735 to 1745. And people are always saying they see something somewhere. But when multiple people are saying they're seeing something in the same place, I take note. And so like dozens and dozens and dozens of people were saying, look at this spot. So I went back and I watched it. I clicked on there and when it played and that thing, what appeared to look like a tall, upright, two-legged walking figure started moving between two trees, and then just as the camera centered on it, it looked like it rushed and further went down there quicker between those trees. My heart like started going like that, and I got chills. I mean, it was like the hair on my arm stood up when I saw that. And I said to my wife, I said, oh my God, dearly, you've got to see this. I think I might have actually got Bigfoot Sasquatch on video. That was, I had no clue. And if you guys hadn't seen that and pointed that out, I would have never gone back and noticed that. So that's why it's so important you get my 6. Is that a tree bend up there? Huh. So anyway, I guess the hair on my arm stood up and the hair on the back of my neck because I realized I was that close to that thing and had no clue it was there the whole time. Was it watching? Was it listening? Okay, here's part of the hive. Now, I don't know how the depth perception of this phone will work, but I want you to look behind me and look. You're going to see all these, it looks like just rock slab overhangs, but those are holes. I mean, you can crawl down in those suckers. I thought I heard a growl. I'm hearing a hawk. Is that hawk giving us a warning? Or giving someone or something else a warning that we're here? Conveniently, as we get to the hive. I was saving this for the movie. This is a spoiler. I'm spoiling my own movie, but I discovered a Bigfoot Sasquatch hive, potentially. Spartacus says something's moving behind me. Behind me, Spartacus, is all these openings to these I'm going to just walk up to one. There's one that's not too far away here. So hopefully we can get one of these openings in here before the battery dies. Again, if you've just tuned in, looks like there's 309 of you on here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking time out of your day to spend time with me high atop the Blue Ridge Mountains in Virginia, where I'm amazed we're getting a signal and can do a live show here. But look at this. Here's one. Yeah, and by the way, I'm low bat. The phone's going to die soon, so don't freak out and don't think I got eaten by Bigfoot Sasquatch. But check this out. And there's an opening. I'm sitting on my water bottle. I might be too dumb to bring flashlights, but I always bring water. You always got to take water. We're like 80% water or something like that. You got to always drink water. I thought I saw something up there. Reba White, potentially is your new favorite catchphrase. Mine too, potentially. Okay. See if I can crawl up in here a little bit. Wow, like there, can you see that hole? You go in that hole and then that goes straight down. Straight down. And it's as dark as I can see down there. I hope we don't lose the connection from climbing into this cave. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I hope you guys can see this. That does not end. Those rocks don't just come together and end. That continues to go. Man. You know, I could fit in there too. I'm not going to. Because I'm a bark. I got my Leatherman. And I have this I said I didn't have a flashlight. I have a very strange flashlight. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Hey, look at that. We're in luck today. Let's see. Now, I'm trying to handle the camera. It's not very bright though. Yeah, Marianne Burnett. I'm not going in there. But that just goes and goes and goes. And guys, this is one of the smaller openings here at what appears to be a hive. Look behind me. See all these limestone boulders? The whole top of this mountain, it's just these large boulders, and like every third one has a big opening. Some of them, the higher up it gets, it looks like they're big enough to almost walk into standing upright. It's crazy. I've never been here. Man. Trying to get my flashlight back in its holder there so I don't lose it. Not that I'd be out much. It only works half the time. I'm just going to stick it in my pocket. Michael Nichols says he sees Bigfoot. Where? Yeah, I guess you're right, Curtis Chapman. No Bigfoot Sasquatch could fit in a hole that small, but that's not the only hole out here, man. That's just one hole. And who's to say that Bigfoot Sasquatch is the only thing we're dealing with around here? People have said the word shapeshifters. Well, something, if it can shift its shape, can it shift its size also? Hey, Rudy in Oregon. And Rolanda Cheney points out that's just an air hole. Huh. That's a good point. I mean, shoot, even, yeah, if we have caves and tunnels and stuff, we got to have air to breathe. All right. Keep getting my 6. You want to know one of the strangest things about this place? Is it's so quiet. We have so many deer. I mean, we heard a hawk there a minute ago. Susan Denora wants to see the other holes. They're too kind of far out. Well, I mean, look, I'll try to point some out to you. There's one, there's one, there's one. That just looks like dark shadowing under rock slabs, but it's not. They're holes. There. There's a big one down there if I can get the right angle on the phone. That's really far away. That rock slab is probably 80 yards away, and there's a big opening right there. Yes, Woodruff, it's very near my home. Matthew Keith said it could be a chimney. Hey, Adam from England, Adam Slater. Somebody recommended I save the rest of the battery life for safety. That's not a bad idea, but I'm sure I'll be okay. Famous last words. No, I'm expecting to lose the signal because I'm now heading straight down the mountain and I'm probably gonna lose the signal. So if we do lose the signal, don't panic. We've been going for 26 minutes. The battery's gonna die. You notice how quiet it is all of a sudden? Yeah, I was just talking about that, Jersey Cracker. Hey, Rick wants to know about a night video. Yeah, I did one last night as part of the movie, and it was creepy as... That's how I ended up getting up here. I can't give away too many spoilers. There'll be no need to watch a movie. But it was creepy. Yeah, I did a night hunt a couple weeks ago, too. This is creepy. Okay, so anyway, yeah, if I disappear, don't panic. We're low bat. And as I head down this ravine, I'm expecting the mountains to cut off the signal. Hello, Randy Parks in New Brunswick, Canada. Stephen Herbert, hi from the UK. Hey, how's it going over there? Been over there a couple times. Preston, south of Manchester. Beautiful place. I love it. I've talked about this before in some of these live videos. You know, until I left the US, I've traveled the world extensively. I was brainwashed by our media over here into thinking the rest of the world hated us Americans. Nothing could be further from the truth. When I go to England, I always had this fear that when they heard my accent, they're going to tell me how much I sucked or something. But they'd always say, "Are you from America?" And I'd say, "Yeah." And they'd say, "Awesome. Have you been to Disneyland?" And they were the friendliest people I've ever met anywhere in the world, except for all those other places I've been around the world where the other people were just as friendly and nobody hated me because I was an American. It was amazing. I go out to eat at the restaurant, and the servers in England, they'd always give me my drinks for free and welcome me to their country and say they were excited to come to mine, and I'd tell them we'd be happy to have them. And man, I love the people over there in England. Wow, here's a good view of all these. We're still getting a signal. Look at that. All those dark spots you see underneath all those boulders are openings. Rick Cranford, I agree with you completely. Hey, Susan. Hey, Benjamin Meeks Jr. Says I just walked by a tree X. Oh, there's a bunch of poles leaning up against a tree or something. David Gould, 10 miles from Preston. Cheers, David. I would ride that train from Manchester down to Preston. You probably know the train I'm talking about, don't you? I'd eat blood pudding for breakfast there when I was in England. Never had it before. Stayed at a haunted hotel. I've told that story before. Thought I was seeing things. Friendly looking lady in the middle of the night with a crunched up face at the foot of my bed, smiling at me like she was attracted to me. And then as I'd sit up, she'd run and jump out the window. True story. My last night there, I mentioned it to a wonderful English lady working in the restaurant of the hotel. And she said, "Oh, you've seen her too, huh?" And she laughed, and I was like, "So who is she?" And she said, one of many. And you know, the building this hotel was in there in England was old. It was centuries old. And she told me, she said, this building was originally a textile mill. And this is back before, this is like back during the days of Charles Dickens' childhood, back when they didn't have labor laws involving children in England either. And kids would work in the factories, and sometimes they would get crushed in the machines because, as with the adults, because, they worked people back then 18 hours a day, very unsafe conditions. And she said there were just a lot of deaths right there in the textile factory that used to be in that building, the building's original purpose. And sometimes guests have reported seeing things like I saw in the middle of the night while staying in those hotels. So crazy story. Hey, Robert in Illinois. Hey, Donald out in Stockton, California. Hey, Adam in 5 miles from Stonehenge in Salisbury in Wiltshire. This is amazing we still have a signal. We're heading way down. Holy cow. Down there again in the Hive we've discovered, we're still, this bend, I don't think you can see it from this vantage point, but not only is that tree bend bent, all the bark has been scraped off of that tree. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Yellow almost. That's because the bark has been scraped